This is Two Chicks Talkin Flicks, where we review movies. Love them or hate them, someone's got to do it. So enjoy the show. Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm April.
And this is Two Chicks Talkin Flicks.
And anything else that gets in the mix.
April, you're back.
Yay, me.
Surprise,
Hurrah,
everybody.
hurrah.
And do you want to tell everybody what milestone episode this is?
Number 200.
200.
Yes.
April's here. It's our 200th episode. Technically, we celebrated this in February because I thought we would be at 200 months ago. But as we all know, I got sick. Shit happened. Didn't happen. So here we are.
Hey, but we made it.
Well, I really didn't want to have a second party for no reason. I thought, you know what? All my friends are coming over now. Let's have a party now.
Yay.
And it just so happens that the Chiefs had the same colors as our logo. So, it all worked out. Well, it didn't because the Chiefs didn't win. But hey, it's all good.
Who did win? I forgot.
Eagles. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, Eagles.
God, they're going to be insufferable this year.
Whatever. I don't really care.
No. But we are here to review one of your favorite movies.
Yes, an oldie.
But a goodie.
Mm-hmm.
Hook.
The movie. By Steven Spielberg.
Not just a whole bunch of hooks.
It could be a horror movie.
Oh, that's true. Like Hook Man.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that the How I Know What You Did Last Summer, man?
Oh, yeah. You just have a bunch of hooks.
Yeah.
Ice pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part. I guess I don't remember what they did that summer. All right. So, what is something that stands out to you? Like, why do you love this movie?
Honestly, it was different. Like it was the Peter Pan story, but it was so different. Like he grew up. It's the first, to my memory, movie based on something.
Yeah.
But it had a new spin. Mm-hmm. It's like, what happens if Peter left Neverland? What if he forgot everything? And then I just feel that this movie was perfect. Looking back at it now with the CGI, there are problems, but this is now 30 years later?
Yeah.
But it's still, I feel, a perfect movie.
So the one thing that not bothered me, but I noticed, and I was like, I didn't think this as a kid when I watched it. Mm-hmm. I don't like Robin Williams being a bad guy. I also don't like Tom Hanks or like Paul Rudd. Like, I don't like them to be a bad guy. To me, they're always like the good guy, the hero, and to see them be bad, you're just like, it doesn't feel right. And, I recently watched Mrs. Doubtfire, and he's like such a good dad in that movie. And then in this movie, he's like such a dick, and you're just like, ugh.
So let's talk about the first, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's all about, Peter being a workaholic, not having time for his kids. One part that really pissed me off is the phone rings.
Yeah.
And the kids are going bonkers. And he yells at them. And I'm like, you know what? When I was a kid and the phone rang and your parents are on it, you shut the hell up or you get out of the room.
Yeah.
So him overreacting, one, I don't think that ever happened. Because if it did, it happened when we were young and our parents corrected that immediately.
Yeah.
So, and if I had done that when I was older, I honestly feel I would have gotten yelled at exactly like that. And you know what? It wouldn't have hurt my feelings. I'd be like, oh shit, and like got out of the room, you know? So that oversensitive kids just pissed me off because I did not find that realistic.
You know what's so funny? I would have thought we would have had the reverse reaction to it. Like what you're saying sounds like something that I would say. And you'd be like, Sarah, they're kids. Like, or
fuck that.
Whatever.
No, shut up and be respectful.
But like, I have the opposite reaction. I'm like, he was on a cell phone. He wasn't on a landline. He could have just got out of the room. Why did he have to stay there? Like, as soon as they're yelling and whatever, get out of the room.
That could have equally have happened, but I think the kids should have just known.
Like, true. I mean, we definitely would have done that. If my mom was on the phone, that shit's not flying. If my dad was on the phone, maybe. I could see us doing
it would have been worse because my mom was a stay-at-home mom. Oh. So if anything, my dad was the one who was making those money calls. Like, I remember, we had call waiting.
Yeah.
If somebody called for my dad, immediately hang up with whoever you're talking to.
Yeah.
That call takes precedent. Even if they're calling for my mom, like you get off the phone and you hand the phone over.
Yeah. I remember watching this movie. I couldn't remember exactly what he did in it. Mm-hmm. I thought he was a lawyer, but then when he was talking about mergers and acquisitions, I was like, oh, maybe he's like a finance guy. But then
he did mention accounting. It's another part.
But then he said he was a lawyer. So I was like, oh, okay, he's a lawyer of businesses. Mm-hmm. But I just remember like he had a cell phone and I was like, oh, he's rich. Like, you're like, okay, they're rich, obviously, because they have a cell phone. They're flying to England. Mm-hmm. Like, to me, that meant rich as a kid. Mm-hmm. Now I'm just like, they had a cell phone. Like,
so one thing that I remember from the movie is I always thought that Wendy was his fake grandmother.
Oh,
I didn't remember that his wife is the biological granddaughter.
Yeah.
So in that technicality, it is his great grandmother. I always thought, because I knew she did adoptions and stuff, but I just thought like she pretended to have adopted him.
Yeah.
And his wife was just his random wife.
Let's talk about him being adopted. Mm-hmm. So he's in his little stroller on a hill, like 10 feet away from his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Who does that at night? Like, why is your kid 10 feet away from you at
dusk?
Well, whatever. Like, why are they next to you? Why is the kid so far away? And it starts to roll down and they were just like, well, whatever, we'll have another one.
Yeah. I think so. Because you forget parts. When they showed that part, I was like, oh, he was a baby when he went to Neverland. Yeah. Maybe that's why he can fly and he doesn't need pixie dust because he got there so young. Yeah.
Could be.
Because he's the only one that can fly without pixie dust.
Yeah. Yeah, he just uses his happy thoughts. Mm-hmm. Maybe they haven't all tried that. Maybe they don't have happy thoughts, like real happy thoughts.
Well, I think they pretend and imagine for food and stuff.
That would not make me happy.
Maybe we should watch the animation and that'll give us answers.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. So one thing I said when we see Grandma, I was like, Maggie Smith.
Yeah.
The angel, Maggie Smith.
And how old was she in this movie?
So she was like 56 playing a 92-year-old.
And she honestly looked 56. She looked old.
Yeah.
Like not 56.
Yeah. But like every time she makes an entrance in a movie, it's like the world stops. Like she just takes over the screen. Just her cascading down the stairs. You don't even see her yet. Mm-hmm. And you just see him staring at her in awe. And I feel like that's how her interests are on everything. Because it's like that on Sister Act. It's like that when she would show up on Especially the first episode of Downton Abbey. It's just every time she just like shows up, she just commands the space.
Don't remember her entrances.
Oh,
obviously I've seen her and stuff,
yeah,
but I've never paid attention to it. This I felt was more, well, it's the current one, so it's the most vivid one in my mind. It had a very cinematic entrance because of the silhouette.
Yeah.
So, but I can't remember the other entrances.
I just feel like she's Dame. Like she just commands
she is a Dame.
The space, you know? And I just love her so much.
I will say, I was shocked when she died. Yeah. Because it feels like she's been alive forever.
She's been 92 since 1991.
Yeah.
So
she was so young when she filmed this movie, but she looks so old and haggard. Yeah. Like, why?
I don't know, man.
I guess to play all these old people in movies.
Probably.
She aged young.
So his kids, Jack and Maggie. Jack, for those who know, our 100th episode was Can't Hardly Wait. And he is the main, well, not the main guy, but he is the beer has gone bad guy and Can't Hardly Wait. And I feel like him and Maggie are very good little actors. Like they're not in a ton of stuff. But I think they did a really good job in this movie. I feel like all the acting was really good.
I will say that Maggie's lines were annoying about mommy. Like, oh my God, stop fucking bringing up your mom every 5 seconds. You need a mommy. My happy thought's my mommy. I'm like, girl.
You know, that is so weird because I didn't feel that way.
She said mommy like 10 times.
I felt like she could see that the Hook was a bad guy and that he was trying to like reel them in. And she's like, no, like my parents are good people. Like you're a bad guy. And she's like, Jack, like, don't listen to this man. Like you're getting sucked in. Like,
but why does she have to keep bringing up her mother?
Because she's like 5.
Oh my God. Like so annoying.
I would assume any 5-year-old would be like, I want my mom.
Yeah, girl, get over it.
I mean, they got kidnapped.
Okay.
Okay, well,
I'm just like, why do you keep bringing her up?
We're going to call a spade a spade. Your favorite character has to be Captain Hook, right?
I loved him.
Of course.
He was awesome.
So you would be pro being kidnapped by Captain Hook. You'd be like, hell yeah.
Was he really that bad?
He stole children.
So does Peter. How did all the Lost Boys get lost in Neverland?
It could have been Tinkerbell. She's just collecting kids.
And so you think she's good?
Hey, she has a lot of problems, okay? First of all, she's an adult. She's in love with a child.
Well, I mean, she's a fairy, so how old is she? Maybe she's 200, 300, 400. It could be worse than what you think.
Yeah, it's very Edward in Twilight. Like, he's been around for a gazillion years and she's 17. Like,
honestly, this was the story I made up in my mind. Hook and his pirates were out one day pirating, you know, and then a hurricane sweeps him away and his fellow man to Neverland. They're here in this lost land and these punk ass kids keep picking on them and they become mortal enemies. And then this damn alligator ate his hand and this stupid ticking because he also ate a clock. Like this place is driving him mad. Okay. Like if you would just leave him alone, he would be fine. Okay. But like you made me hate you. Okay. And then you just left. You just left. Didn't tell nobody where you were going. I am owed a chance to like seek my vengeance.
I love how he was like, okay, I'll give him 3 days. Like, go become Peter Pan because it's not fun to just fight against this regular dude. Go be Peter Pan. Come back here. I'll kill you. It'll be great.
And then he regrets it. And then he's like, I'm going to off myself.
Yeah.
And then he's like, Smitty, stop me. Don't stop me. Don't stop me. You should come stop me. You should come over here and stop me right now. Why didn't you stop me sooner?
Okay, my question. What transpired that they were like, okay, we need to put a cork on the end of this hook and a satin bag because while you sleep, you thrash and you hurt people. Like, do you think that that's what happened?
So you know how sometimes when you have actors and you're like, you're going to be a blind person. So they bring a blind person on. Maybe they had person with the hook come on and like direct and give like suggestions for a hook holding person.
Like, I could just see someone try to wake him up and he like hooks him. And he's like,
I'm
okay.
sure it's happened and that's why they did it.
They're like, okay, he gets a little scary when he wakes up. So we're just going to put this cork in the satin bag because the cork is very unseemly, obviously. Why don't you just take it off? Like, you take off everything. You change them out all the time. Why don't you just take it off every night? But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Just have the chalice. Have your cup in your hand. Though I don't know if I really want to carry that around while I'm sleeping.
I feel like maybe I'm remembering this from the cartoon, but I remember he had a hook that would like open.
I feel like he had that too.
It could have been the cartoon.
I don't know why we both had to do this.
The scissors, like.
No one's watching this podcast, but there we were.
Yeah, we did the scissors.
So I love how he doesn't come to Jack's baseball game and Jack is really upset. And so when they're on the plane, we find out that he is terrified. Peter Pan is terrified to fly, which is ironic. And they're on Pan Am.
I don't like, did Wendy specifically find a family with the last name Banning?
Why Banning?
Because he's Peter Banning.
Oh, maybe.
Be like, you can't adopt him. You can't adopt him. You can't. What was your last name? Oh, yeah, you can adopt him.
Banning? It's very close to Pan. So, yeah. Maybe. Like, I love how Jack drew this little photo.
Oh, yeah.
And it's on fire. And everybody has parachutes except for him.
And there's sharks in the water.
They should have been alligators. I mean,
a shark is going to be easier to draw for a kid.
True, but we have this whole story of an alligator. I would think that they would just do an alligator. But whatever. So I don't know if you realized, but at the end of all of our episodes, we always say Toodles. And obviously the character's name is Toodles in this movie.
Yes, I did notice.
And I was like, oh, that's how we sign off.
Yeah.
But we've clearly lost our marbles as he has.
But he found them.
Yes.
And there was pixie dust in his little bag.
He was so happy. Oh. That is the happiest I've ever seen anybody to get a bag of marbles. Or to really get anything.
I really love his character.
I do too.
You know, they say there's no small parts.
He ate it. He ate his part. Like, honestly, as a kid watching this, I never would have noticed. But the acting is really good in this movie. Like, across the board.
Definitely. Especially working with children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even as small of a part as she has, Julia Roberts is so great. Like,
I will say this is the first movie in which she's not being Julia. And I think that I like her more because of that. Because I feel in every movie, she has a way of acting that's just herself.
Yeah.
And in this movie, she was happy. She was fun. She was not Julia to me.
Though she does have that iconic laugh.
I hate her laugh.
Really?
I do. And I feel like she has too many teeth.
She has a lot of teeth. Yeah. She can't help that.
True.
Yeah. I love her dress. I love it. I love it. Like, if I had gotten a Tinkerbell doll and it had that dress, I would have been so stoked.
I will say, looking at this movie now as an adult, where did that hair come from? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like her little pixie cut, when they decided to do the dress, they couldn't style it, so they gave her curls.
Yeah. So I like her hair kind of when she's in the dress. But when she's not, I feel like it's not a pixie cut enough. Like
It's a jagged one.
it's
like a grown
too
out.
long. Yeah. I don't like it. I love the look of Tinkerbell from the cartoon where she has like the little bun. It's super cute. But yeah, not a huge fan of her hair in that. And it's red, which is kind of funny. Like,
Yeah.
because when I think of Tinkerbell, I think of green outfit, blonde hair.
I'm okay with the browns just because they're supposed to be kids, muddy, dirty.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. I feel like when they curled her hair, it was a lot more red. Like
Yeah. It was
why
probably
did
her
you
actual
change
hair.
her hair so much? You know,
Yeah.
if you had it in a little bun, you could then explain the longer hair.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like they should have had her hair at a consistent length.
Right.
And so maybe what they should have done is put it in a bun and then gave her jagged pieces that were falling out of the bun so that later she could have the curly hair make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's kind of weird.
I did not like that non-explanation of where she got more hair from.
And I feel like the first time we see her and she's little and she has the dress on, her hair looked different than it does when she's full size. But the whole time I was like, okay, he's an adult, so it makes sense now. But you were awfully pissed when you saw him as a 13-year-old and he was kissing Moira. I was like,
I also don't understand how
awkward.
he grew in Neverland. Like when they would leave Neverland, is that when he would sporadically grow? Like a growth spurt every time he came to, London or whatever?
could be. That would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because he would also come and look at his parents.
Yeah. Because clearly Captain Hook, from his dress, that is like turn of the century King Charles II.
Yeah.
Which is like 92 or something.
Don't ask me.
Yeah. 1670s.
Yeah.
So, and if that's when Captain Hook was there, Peter Pan should have already been in Neverland. So,
Yeah. The book was
But
written in 1911, I think I saw.
actually, Peter Pan and his parents looked very Victorian, maybe even Edwardian. So, was Captain Hook there first and then Peter shows up?
Maybe.
See, this is when you get too deep,
Yeah. We didn't read the book.
No, we didn't. And they probably wouldn't do those details.
Probably not.
They would just say he's a pirate. So really, it's the costume director that's fucking this up.
Yeah. I like how Wendy says, Peter, you're a pirate.
Oh, yeah.
Because the mergers and acquisitions.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh, that sucks. Oh, sad.
But at that time, he doesn't even get how hurtful that insult is.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. And what's weird is that when he becomes Pan again, he forgot about his kids and his wife. And I was just like, that seems odd.
Well, the kid started to forget his real family too.
I guess so. But then as soon as, I don't know what Tinkerbell says or does. Well, she kisses him, but he does kind of remember them
Moira.
a little bit before that. And you're like, okay, so. One thing I commented on is you can see how a child's mind would come up with this world. Like when this is when I thought of it, when he goes into the water and he's getting air by the mermaids and he's lifting up in that like shell. I was like, that looks like something a kid would be like, okay, so how am I going to get my Peter Pan from the water up to my bed? Oh, okay. I want to use this shell and put him in there and I want to reel him up. Like I liked how they made it look like something a kid would build. I like when directors play with worlds like that. Let's see here. Oh, so one thing I noticed is he's always on a table. So 3 movies I can think of right now. This movie, Miss Stoutfire, he's on a table. That's when he gets in trouble. And then in that movie where Captain by Captain, Crimson Tide, Crimson Tide, I think so.
He's a relatively average height man.
True, yeah, he's pretty short. I feel like Peter Pan should be taller. Like I feel like when you look at the kid when he's 13,
he's been growing so slowly.
Like he looked like he probably would have been taller.
Yeah.
So
he looked like a tall 13-year-old.
Yeah.
And then he kind of stopped. I
was like, that doesn't seem right. But you know, hey, he's a good actor, so I get it. What other scenes stick out to you?
Honestly, I really loved the baseball scene.
Yes.
How everybody's so supportive. And honestly, Captain Hook is a great leader. He really, really is.
Yeah.
He commands respect.
Yes.
And people follow his lead. Like, you know, he's probably telling them, okay, you guys are going to learn how to play this game. And then they make these costumes and uniforms and they all really get into it. Just like when Schmitty was doing all his little footwork, I was like, I could just see Jack trying to explain to him and then him just getting it, you know? And like they genuinely want to have fun and play. Because think about it, as pirates, you don't really play a sport. You get drunk, you go with, you know, the town floozy, you clean the deck, you fish. Like, you don't really, as an adult, like, there is no organized sports and piracy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what games did they have back then?
Nothing.
They didn't
Cards, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't, like, soccer was in the old world. I don't think they barely discovered it, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they didn't play sports back then. Cricket?
Maybe. Cricket, yeah.
You know, but they're like, cricket's the only thing I can see them.
Duels.
Yeah, duels. It's all work, no play.
I love Shmee.
I love him too.
He's my fave. I love him. Oh, and we have to tell people, fucking Phil Collins is in this movie. He's only in it for a little bit, so we don't have to, we could just brush right over it. But for the lore of you people who've been here from the beginning,
Sarah and Phil Collins have beef.
We do have beef. Lots of beef. I actually have not been Phil Collins in a while.
Oh, I'm happy for you.
I'm sure after today that will probably change.
It's starting gearing back up.
I talked about him. I shouldn't have done it. It happens.
Well, if Susan hadn't looked it up, you probably may not have noticed.
I looked it up too.
So it's your own fault.
Yeah. I wanted to know who somebody was and, you know.
Then you have no one but yourself to blame.
Yeah. Damn it. I had this thought. What if his character from the movie Jack saw this movie Hook? Would there be like some weird space-time continuum?
I never saw the movie Jack.
Oh, really?
I'm not that huge of a Robin Williams fan.
Oh,
Like, I loved him in Jumanji.
yeah.
I loved him in Hook. That's it.
He ages quickly. And so he's like a 7-year-old boy in like a 40-year-old man's body. And he watches movies and stuff because he has to stay at home most of the time. But I think it was after this movie. So I just thought, like, what if he saw it?
He imagined it and he wrote the Peter Pan movie.
Well, it's funny because he's an old man trapped as a 7-year-old. And, you know.
I like your little, you should go on Reddit and see if there's some thread on that.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if there is. But then that'd be like research. We don't really do that. But maybe I will. Because I wonder if anybody else has thought of that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Let us know.
Comment.
So let's see here. Is there anything else about this movie?
That fly scene was long.
Yeah, that's a little too long.
Yeah.
I'd agree with Susan. She said it, like I was kind of feeling it.
Yeah.
And then she said it, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I agree.
Also, Rufio dies.
Yeah.
That was sad. I forgot he died.
Me too. I thought for some reason he didn't actually die.
Yeah, I feel like it's Neverland. I don't.
Yeah.
There's only so many Lost Boys and pirates. They can't all just be dying.
Right.
You know?
And you know none of the other pirates died. Like they just kind of push them over.
Yeah.
And they just pop back up later.
Oh, and again, Rufio's entrance, one of the best entrances in movies.
Mm-hmm. I actually find myself randomly will just be like,
Chanting.
Rufio.
Rufio.
Yeah.
Yes.
The way that had a chokehold on me as a kid. I love his hair.
Yes. I've always wanted to go surfing on that little like roller coaster thing.
Right? See, that again looks like something a kid would come up with. They're like, okay, how do we get from here to there? Well, we'll just make this platform and, you know. And I love that. I love that they have penguins randomly.
Yes, they're so cute.
Yeah. I love that they like live in a tree house and they all have their own like little area. And
only a kid would be able to imagine that because in real life, that many tree structures holding a person is not believable.
no.
Like only imagination will refill your lamp, help you not burn your hands when you're passing a poppin' hot pot of made up food, you know?
So, okay. So I know they're playing a game. But is it real food or is it not real food? Because, you know, then he like throws the stuff at Rufio, splatters all over his face. And then all of a sudden we see this table filled with food. So are they eating? Are they not eating?
I feel that they are eating. And remember, the pirates, I feel like their imagination, was refilling their ale, their bullets, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they brought a lot of stuff on their ship with them, but like, they've been there for centuries.
Yeah.
You know? Like, his shoes are pristine. Like, it has to... I feel at this point, the pirates have also got swept up in this imagination land.
Yeah.
Because that's the old, like, where the hell are they getting, like, shoe shine to shine his shoes?
Right.
You know, like, it has to be imagination.
So when Peter's not there, do you think nothing happens? Like, they're all just kind of dead? Is it kind of like an Andy situation? He comes in the room, all the toys fall to the floor? Or...
I feel that life goes on, but nobody ages.
Yeah, like they're just like on a spinning wheel and it just keeps going, but nothing happens.
I think the kids go pick on the pirates, have a little fun, you know?
Yeah.
And the pirates get mad and, you know, it's just like a cat and mouse game, you know? And poor Captain Hook is just waiting for Peter to come back to get his revenge.
Are we sure the kids pick on the pirates? We're not sure that the pirates pick on the kids.
You don't think children would mess with adults?
I don't know. I kind of feel like they stay away from them.
I just don't see the pirates messing with the kids.
They killed Rufio.
Yeah, but they came looking for a fight.
I forget you're a team pirate.
I just feel like the kids would go over there and mess with them.
Like the little rascals.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, but I get it. So we have, I'm not saying he's not an attractive man. But why are all the women so attracted to our Peter Pan? Like, does Moira ever think it's weird that her grandma was ever in love with Peter?
I don't think she would have ever known that.
I guess she doesn't know, but like once he realizes he's Peter, like you don't think it ever came out.
I feel if that conversation's going to happen, it's going to happen after the film because as far as she knows, it was all made up.
Yeah.
It's not until Toodles starts floating, and at that point, you could just say she's been delusional. Because remember, the kids are back. So now how do you explain that the kids were missing?
Yeah.
Like, they're just going to chalk it up as, the kids were playing outside. They snuck out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, either you tell the truth, which then she's going to think she's crazy, or she believes, half believes you.
Yeah.
Or she's going to be in denial.
Also, she's the only one that hasn't been to Neverland.
The nanny hasn't been there either.
Well, no, but Toodles and the grandma and everybody else has been there, but she hasn't.
Yeah, I feel like she would be half denial. Like, everyone's telling her this, and you're like, okay, sure, it's true. But never really truly believes it, but just goes with the flow because it's not worth the trouble.
I just, like, I don't know if I could marry someone my grandma had the hots for. I'm like, okay, my grandma was so in love with you. And now we're going to get to, like, you've been around this long. Mm-hmm. Like, since she was 13.
Well, just think about Twilight. You were Jacob and you're attracted to Bella because she has you guys' future daughter. Like, imagine if they got together.
So besides the fact that her name's Renesmee, there's so much more wrong with that movie. I didn't like it in the books. I read it in the books and I was like, what? I was like, okay, I kind of get it. But the problem is that we don't really ever get to know why he feels that way about her, Like, they talk about how he watches over her, makes sure she's okay. But if we're going to believe that they're going to be in a relationship, like, we should see them in a relationship, like getting to know each other when she's old, obviously when she's old enough. But we don't ever have that.
I would not have felt comfortable seeing that.
But I feel like it would at least give some context, and it would have been better than just be like, oh, he's in love with a baby? Okay.
No, I felt like I understood it.
Well, I get it, but like...
But you always want to see happily ever afters. You just want to get there. And I'm okay having an open-ended ending.
Well, I'm okay in the movie not having that. But in the book, they should at least like had some kind of rapport. Something.
No. Imagination land.
I guess. And how did Peter learn to kiss? Like, how did he learn what a kiss was? Because We know he thought it was a thimble.
He was down at the brothel one day.
He saw a hook with his special lady.
Exactly.
He's like, oh, that's different. Maybe
That's
that lady.
an adult kiss.
Yeah, it's an adult kiss. Maybe that lady taught him a few things. You know, when he snuck over on their boat to give him hell. Let's see here. Oh, so we both said the same thing, or I thought it, you said it. So when Peter and his family get to Wendy's house, he leaves the door open. He just walks in, leaves the door open. It's Christmas in England. It's snowing and it's open, and we're both like, shut the damn door.
And then later in the next scene, well, in that continuing long scene, you do see the taxi man bringing the luggage. You do see him bring in like the first 2 bags. But I'm like, why aren't you doing that faster?
Right?
Because you could just take off with my luggage, you know?
Yeah.
I just feel like they should have just shut the door and forgotten all about the luggage. Or they should have started bringing in the luggage in faster. So we're not looking at like, this douche left the door open.
And then, to make matters worse, they have all these windows open all the damn time.
Yeah, and it's winter. And then when Moira is like waiting in the kid's bedroom upstairs in the attic with the doors wide open, a gust of wind blows in a fall leaf. And I'm like, okay, so now it's the fall? Like, what the hell?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And then we have where Jack is playing in the window and the door, or at the door on the balcony, and the doors are wide open. And Peter's like, how many times do we have to tell you you can't have the doors open like this? And I was like, how often is this a situation?
Yeah, typically, I mean, they are rich. They got that cell phone. Maybe they do have balcony doors at home.
Well, he said we have bars on our windows.
Yeah.
So I was like, so this never happens.
They live in a bad neighborhood?
Yeah. That was my first thought. But I was like, okay, I lived in a normal house in Nebraska. And there were times that I would open my window and I would talk to my friends outside, like if I was grounded or whatever. And every once in a while, my mom would be like, shut that window, the AC is on or whatever. But other than that, like there was never a time where she's like, don't be outside with the doors open. You never know what's going to happen. Like that never was a thing.
On like early spring, late fall, when it cooled down, but it wasn't too hot, we would open windows and doors to air out the house.
Yeah.
But we had screens on our windows, and our windows, we rarely opened them. They always made a noise. So if we opened them, you knew we were opening them.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. It was just so weird.
I'm not going to fall out a window.
No, he could have fallen out the balcony. It didn't seem like it was up regulation height, but I would have that open as well if I lived in that room because it was really pretty. And the snow was falling.
Yeah, it was very cinematic.
Yeah. Let's see here.
It was a great room. I loved it.
I know,
felt there
right?
was a lot of pink.
Well,
Especially since it was a boy and girl room, you know?
was it?
Well, yeah.
Because she has a sister. Isn't there 2 girls?
No, it's 2 boys and a girl.
I
Wendy
guess
was the
so.
only girl.
I don't know why I thought there was another girl. Yeah. They all share a room, right?
Yeah.
That giant ass house. They all share a room.
I can see when kids are young like that. Wendy being the oldest, she probably should have been moving into her own room at some point.
Yeah.
But that little one, I don't think should have been in that balcony room.
No. Like that seems a little dangerous. I thought it was so nice that Wendy finds homes for all these lost orphan kids,
Yes.
which kind of pays an homage to the Lost Boys. It's like, she's like, but it was a lot of boys. So
I noticed that all the boys are standing up.
Maybe she doesn't care about girls. Maybe that's not a thing.
Maybe those were the first people she started working with.
Maybe.
So when you start off doing something, that's when it's the hardest. Maybe she was taking them into her personal house instead of having a full-size orphanage.
Well, and Toodles, apparently, in the book, I read like a little thing that they actually get married.
Oh.
And that's who her husband is.
Okay, I did not know that. I thought they were all siblings.
Toodles is a lost boy.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a lost boy. I guess after Peter grows up, she brings Toodles back, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Not quite sure. So one thing that kind of bothered me was when the kids are in the net and he says, "Oh, I'm afraid of heights." And they're like, "Peter Pan, afraid of heights?" And he goes up there and he's like stretching out his arm and they're stretching out their arms. And the little girl's like, "Mommy could do it."
Like, bullshit.
But then I thought, first of all, your mom's tall. So yeah, she probably could do it. Secondly, you guys are not like swinging yourselves back and forth. Like you could have been trying to help out, but you weren't,
And I felt for someone being afraid of heights, he did commendable.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say I'm afraid of heights, but I'm cautious.
Yes.
And I don't know that I could have done what he did.
Yeah. As a kid, I probably could have done it. As an adult, no, I'm afraid to go on a stepladder.
Like, it's one thing climbing the pole, it's another crawling across the pole.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sorry, but as this is as far as I can reach, I don't know what more you want me to do. Like what more do you exactly swing?
Yeah. I was like, you guys could have, moved yourself side to side. Like a little swing action going.
The only other thing I could think of is he crawls back to the pole and then pushes the pole over and then crawls back onto the horizontal pole.
Yeah, I guess he could have tried to
he would have had to have crawled back.
Yeah.
And then push it over and then get back on the horizontal pole.
Or, just know that you needed to push it over first and just push it.
Yeah.
Before you even go out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bothered me. The kids' lack of trying.
Understanding.
Yeah. Because later on they're like, he went out there and he didn't even help you. And he's like, yeah, no, he didn't. I was like, he tried his best. Did you? Because
I feel as a child, I would have not been upset. Like, I would have been sad, but I wouldn't have been like disappointed. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I would have read the room, as we modern gals say.
Yeah, those kids did not read the room.
They didn't. They're stupid.
Yeah.
That's why they got kidnapped.
Let's see here. I guess that's really all I have. Oh, one other thing is when he is learning to fly, trying to fly, and all the kids have signs. I didn't read them all, but I read happy thoughts included bugs and gum. And I thought,
really?
First of all,
that's your happy thought?
Yeah, whose happy thought is bugs? That's questionable. And then I was like, how does it even know what gum is?
Mm-hmm. Well, my theory is that Peter's been kidnapping these kids for centuries, and he just plucks them out of different time periods. So, there's that one kid in the little pinstripe suit. So he might be the gum boy,
Yeah, maybe. He looks like a tiny little car salesman.
Oh, yeah.
Why is he in a suit? Everybody else seems like they are in tathers, but he always looks good.
I mean, maybe his dad was at the stock, and of course they're all American.
Yeah.
Maybe his dad worked on Wall Street and he was there when the stock market crashed, take your kid to work day type thing.
Yeah, he looked like a little man.
And then the little fat kid looked like a little Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yes, he's one of my favorites.
I'm surprised they made him the next leader when really it should have been the first kid that believed he was Peter.
Right? He commands a room.
Yeah, like he made a decision for himself.
Yeah.
He looked at the evidence, squished and stretched his face. You know, he shows that he can make his own decisions and not follow a crowd. So how's the little fat kid going to lead if he just follows the crowd?
Right. I like how he's like, there you are, Peter. I was like, oh, it's so cute.
Yes.
I knew when we saw him, like the first time we saw him, I was like, I love that little kid.
Yes.
But I couldn't remember why.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, oh, that's why. Because he has sassy attitude. He's just like, I didn't understand half of what they would say, but I loved it.
I will say the sounds, the theatrical sound was loud, and I did miss a lot of the dialogue being said.
Yeah. That could in part be because of our sound bar is out or weird. I don't know. We're having TV situations. But yeah, I was like, I didn't understand, especially when him and Rufio were fighting against each other. Half what Rufio said, I'm like, what?
Yeah, but in this particular movie, I don't feel like it took away from the film because it's like a children's comedy, family movie. So it's not one of those like critical thinking Academy Award winning films.
True. Though, again, the acting is superb. So they should have won some kind of awards.
Yeah, it was very well done.
Yes. All right. So, anything else about this movie? Anything you hate? Anything you love?
No, I've already discussed my parts.
I know we breezed over it, but the baseball scene, I love that they're trying. And then when the guy is running to second, they shoot him. And they're like, no, Master Jack.
We're following his rules.
Yeah, we're following his rules. Which I was like, oh, that's really nice of them. I wonder if they're this nice all the time.
And then when Captain Hook sits down, he's like, oh, this game is so violent.
I know, right? Okay, it's not normally that violent. Typically. All right. So if you had to, gun to your head, running to second base, what would you rate this movie?
I would rate this movie 9.5 out of 10. If you really stop and think about it and nitpick, there's problems with timelines that I'm just discovered discussing the film that I never contemplated before.
I like it. That's a mouthful, but I like it. I would have to give it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 marbles.
Yes.
I'm glad they were found. I hate when mine are lost. You know, I feel whole when I have my bag of marbles. I feel like this is a movie, when growing up, we quoted a ton. I don't typically quote it much except for the Rufio thing. I sing the song that Maggie sings all of a sudden it'll just be in my head. So I do sing that quite a bit. More than I should for a movie that came out in 1991. But yeah, that's about all. So of the 200 that we have now completed, do you have a favorite movie that we've done? Or a favorite episode we've had? Or a memory?
I will never forget watching The English Patient again and hating it again.
Yes, you brought that hatred to me because I had never seen it before.
Yes. I hate that movie so much.
Yes.
I don't know why people like that movie.
I don't get it either.
I don't understand what's wrong with this world.
I don't either. One big surprise was a movie that I thought we would hate, but we actually quite liked. Glitter.
Yeah.
That was a big surprise.
Uh-huh.
Because it gets so much hate.
Yes,
and I'm like,
it
it's
does.
actually not as bad as people think it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Any surprises along the way for you?
That movie that we saw with the stalker, with the peeping Toms across the apartment way.
Yeah, Voyeur.
Voyeur, yeah, that was, we thought it was something completely different.
Yeah.
And it was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie with the girls, the two girls that you liked a lot, they're killers.
Yes.
Slasher girls.
Yes. Oh my God. I would love a part 2 for that.
Yeah.
I think I gave a whole synopsis of what that movie should be.
Yeah.
Like that was a nice surprise. You know what else I liked?
What?
I liked the Frankenstein with
Lisa Frankenstein.
Yes, I really liked that. Again, I feel like what's his name? Sprout?
Cole Sprouse.
Cole Sprout. It was a wasted part for him because
Yeah.
you don't see him, and I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will always remember going and seeing the new Top Gun movie and then coming back and recording about
Yes.
that and how much we loved that movie.
I wish that we had seen that like in 3D and or the chairs that move.
Yes. Oh.
See, sometimes I wish that with other people see movies, they would tell us these things.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I saw Doctor Strange, another friend had already seen it. She did not mention that this movie should be viewed in 3D.
Yeah.
And when I went and saw it, I was like, well, I can't watch it again. Well, I could, but I'm not.
Yeah.
So I really feel like when people do movie reviews of those types of films, they should really recommend or suggest that this would be an excellent movie in a theater that is enhanced.
Yeah. Yeah, because we went and saw Captain America, right?
Yes.
In that stadium where
D-box.
where it moves and stuff. And it was a lot of fun. But I felt like there was a movie we saw after that we were like, oh, that would have been better for that kind of theater.
Well, there's supposed to be a new Star Wars movie coming out. 2026, it's going to be a Baby Yoda movie.
Oh.
2027, I think it's called Starfighters, in which it's basically, a lot of Star Wars happens in fighter jets.
Yeah.
So, and it's going to have Ken.
Oh.
What's his name?
Ryan Gosling?
Yes, he's going to be in that movie.
What?
So that one we are I'm going to see it in 3D D-box.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but that's where I'm going to be. So
Yeah.
I already know for sure that that's one that I'm going to see in that mode.
And I just heard that Spaceballs coming out with a number 2.
They've been saying that for years.
Oh, they announced it yesterday or the day before.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. That Spaceballs is actually Sandra's favorite movie.
Really?
Because her first experience of Star Wars was Spaceballs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rick Moranis is coming back for it. He hasn't been in anything in forever.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. And what's so funny is me and my sister were just talking about Rick Moranis and how he hasn't been in anything in a long time. And then a week later, boom.
Ta-da. There's a new Lord of the Rings coming out next Christmas.
I did not know that.
Yes, I have all the movies whenever you want to do a little,
Guess we could.
What's that word?
Review.
Marathon.
Marathon.
Yeah, I actually just finished a Jurassic marathon.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for the new one.
Yeah, Susan and I just finished 2. We finished Final Destination, and we finished Karate Kid.
Yay.
So we're ready for both those movies.
I am now moving on to the Aliens franchise because I think in the fall, Hulu is going to come out with a TV series of aliens. But guess what?
What?
They finally come down to Earth.
Oh.
Yes. And it includes 2 of the Predator movies as well. So
Awesome.
I am ready. It's about 8, 9 movies or something.
Wow.
I have about 5 of the, because I remember one time there was like a sale and I bought like 5. I bought all the Alien movies that were available at the time. Of course, they come out with more. So
of course.
I'm probably going to have to rebuy the missing ones just because, I mean, I already have like 5 of them, you know? I might as well get the 2 Predator movies. And I have one of the Prometheus. I don't have the second one. So.
What about the newest one?
Romulus, I haven't seen it because it's a prequel.
It's the one that came out last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already looked it up. The order that it is, it's Alien versus Predator, Alien versus Predator 2, and then it's Romulus, the movie that just came out last week or last year. And then it's the 2 Prometheus movies. I have the first one. I don't have the second one. And then it's the Alien movies, which I think I have all of them.
Wow. Well, guys, stay tuned.
Yeah.
See what we're going to do for the next 200 episodes. And if you will, like, subscribe.
Retweet.
Yeah, give us a review if you have Apple. That would really help us.
Yeah.
And until next time,
Toodles.
don't forget your marbles.
Yeah.
This episode was produced by Two Chicks Talkin Flicks. Music was produced by Michael Giovanni. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to be a part of the show, have a movie suggestion, or just want to give us some love, you can email us at twochickstalkinflicks@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. Toodles.